Happy 4th of July, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today's read is going to be about passion, desire, a fresh start, and love for you. A real romance is here. This is your perfect mate for a lot of you. It is just being ushered in with this divine timing, with this beautiful portal of past life, soulmates, and other things re-emerging, because we're all elevated with our new higher frequencies and connecting to our intuition, which guides us in the right direction for what we need and what's necessary for this, right? Oftentimes it's like we get all these false starts, and I feel like now that your confidence is growing when you step outside your comfort zone. You realize you have to go to places and with people and to meet them, and the cats are all about to roll over onto all the cards, but that's all right. Today you're choosing to be confident, and you can make a difference and guide where you want to go in your love life, because you deserve to be loved. You're free to make your own choices in this, and you're walking through fears. And the great thing of this is, like, you're kind of like entering all those 4 domains of emotional intelligence, which is self-awareness. You're knowing your story and how it affects you, your self-management. You're developing skills for breathing, relaxation, and learning positive beliefs. Very important when it comes to love. A social awareness. You understand new nonverbal communications, and you're developing a more positive view of others as well. And really important with relationship management, that you're developing skills for reflective listening and empathy in partnerships, which is important because it's about assertive communication, and that's how it's going to serve you so well. Oh my gosh, I wish you could see my baby boy. I'm going to zoom the camera in on him after he's sound asleep with his head in a really hilarious position. So you probably hear them purring and furring out. So we have 3 choices today. Number 1 is Demeter, which is about the harvest. Number 2 is Psyche, sacred union, which so many of you have coming in right now. And then number 3 is Zeus, divine expansion, and that's part of divine love coming in, because you're having an expansion of self, your awareness and who you are, all of these things, and understanding, a basic emotional need is to be loved. And right now I feel like you put a high priority on close relationships, and you harmonize, you're friendly, you're patient. I feel like you have a lot to give, and other people are receptive and out there and understanding of that. But really quickly, before I begin, we need to know what a healthy relationship is and what it's comprised of. It's a few things. It's respect, it's safety, it's trust, it's independence, it's fun, and it's communication, right? It's all of those things all wrapped up, and there will always be indicators along your route of who's providing this for you. You'll feel it physically, intuitively, emotionally, all those things, and I feel like your divine match is coming. And there goes the cat's tail. So we're going to begin with Demeter and see what's going on in the harvest. So I am going to start with tarot. I've been using a lot of oracle, which I love, but I really like tarot. Wow, King of Wands. So this particular person, whoa, Wands, this is super passionate. Now this guy is going to be highly sexual charged, male or female. I feel a lot of passion. The Ace of Wands is new, vibrant, energy, very like loving and assertive and strong and powerful. And they, while still allowing for your individuality, they are going to bring out your best qualities. They definitely like to express their feelings spontaneously. They really welcome affection and closeness. They definitely, being up here in the King sector, they definitely really, really believe in equality. And they don't get consumed in little things. They don't try to control you. They accept their limitations in their self and their partner. They absolutely have high self-esteem, and they will help you to produce that in yourself when you have those moments of self-doubt. They're really good at bringing that up. When it comes to love, oftentimes we need to re-examine all the situations that we've been through and seek different approaches, to extremes that come up, jealousy, things like that, to stay happy and lighthearted and have accountability and honesty, communication, open, honest truthfulness. I feel like this is going to be a really fresh aspect and avenue for you. I feel like this person coming in is so good looking as well, because your next card that flipped over, and I hadn't pulled it yet, is Helen of Troy, beauty. male or female, this person is exceptionally good looking. And I mean, at first you're almost stunned by it. You're like, you can't believe your good luck. But really, as we know, it doesn't really matter. In the end, anybody can look like anything. They can be so good looking. Like, I find Keanu Reeves is one of my ideals, and he's not everybody's cup of tea. And oftentimes, sometimes people that are beautiful, that are really beautiful, they don't even know it, and that makes them more beautiful. I feel like that's true about your individual coming in, and they are, one of the most important components about them is they're very trustworthy. You know, you can accept what they say at their word. Oh, why don't you just come and clean your paws on everything? You can accept them at their word, because this is somebody who's very integrity fueled, and they're always going to communicate openly and truthfully too, as well. So that's always nice. I'm going to try to scoot him over there. I love that energy for you. And you also have lead the way. So light your own path. I feel like right now you're going to be infused with this new bold creativity. That's sort of how you're going to meet this individual. You're going to spark an interest in them just out of your individuality and who you are. And they're going to be like, wow, who is that person? Just because it's like you give 0 Fs. You know what I mean? You're just doing and being you. And they love that, because I feel like their last couple relationships, a lot of it was because they are so good looking. A lot of people wanted them sort of as a trophy boyfriend and girlfriend, and they really, really are respectful of people's individuality and not trying to seem a certain way, but just are. And they love quirky, fun things. And the cool thing about them too is it's like they're constantly going to fuel you with words of affirmation, spoken words, written cards, you know, texts, encouraging words, compliments, and really affirming the spirit of your connection, which is beautiful. I also feel like they're going to provide acts of service for you and assist you with things that you want. They can't do enough for you, and they are very physical, very hug, pat, touchy, sitting close to you. That Wands energy is all about just not being able to get enough of you physically, which is really sweet. And sometimes, you know, it's nice to always, people want to hold your hand and touch you. It's very sweet. But I love that you have the lead the way, because I feel like they kind of follow your lead. You know, they really respect who you are and what you're about, and just your innate grace and ability to move through life unscathed by the silly and little and mundane things. You're just not bothered by it. I feel like you're a real truth seeker. You're a real spiritual individual. You know what really matters. You're not big on materialism. You're not big on you know, bragging rights. You don't have to feel like you have to explain yourself, or feel like you have to tell people why you're valuable. You know, you're not real estate. You're not into that, and they really respect and like that. And I feel like, you know, they are just going to, they're going to be the gift that keeps on giving, and they're going to look for quiet places with no interruptions to just talk to and be close to, which is really beautiful. I love that energy, group 1. So love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Beautiful. I love this card as well, the harvest. It's just like, you know, all the seeds that you have sown are now coming in, and you're deserving of this love. So beautiful energy, group 1. So now we're going to go on to, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that all my links were down below. Everything, if you need a private read, if you want to go to the Etsy store, everything is down there. Come see me on Instagram at Sparkrist11. I do daily posts and memes, and it's so fun over there. So I'm really excited for this group. Yeah, just step into this new beautiful love. It's been waiting for you, and it really is divinely guided, and you'll feel it. So number 2 is Psyche, sacred union. This person coming in for you, I feel like, is a past life soulmate that you're reconnecting with. I feel like something got cut short in your past life. I feel like it was a wartime tribal sort of thing where you know, you were still in your youth, all of you in your early 20s, and I feel like that particular mate was killed in their 20s, and then you shortly after. So it was like when you just came together and forged this bond, and then you were cruelly separated, and now is your time to come back together in this sacred union, which I really love. And I feel through everything, their love language, their actions, their communication, they are going to show you in every way why you're special and make you feel great. Yeah, see, spirit messages. You're going to start to receive this, and I actually feel like blackbirds are going to be your communicators. Ravens, crows, and also predatory animals, eagles, hawks, all of those things. You're going to see those. And funnily enough, I am feeling that lightning bugs and dragonflies and things like that are going to seem to always be around you, and you're going to notice them more. And that imagery, I feel like that's part of your divine observations. Really look for these spirit messages because you're being divinely guided towards this person. And again, I feel like they like to give gifts. They like to say, what can I do for you? Let me get this for you. They have constant pleasant facial expressions, which is really important. I'm definitely seeing that. Very restful jawline. Again, extremely good looking, great teeth, really, really good looking, but more importantly, a very relaxed person in who they are and their personal power. Very integrity driven, very strong, muscular, lean, but constantly using encouraging words for you. They have a very affirming spirit that makes you feel good. They want to compliment you. They don't always want to be in groups. They love to be around you, and they're going to ask you fun questions like, what is one thing I don't know about you, after you've known them for a few days? If you could speak another language, what would it be? They'll want to know that. What's the most difficult challenge you've ever faced? What country would you go to if you could only go to one other country? All of those things. And then they're going to, they're going to be right away talking about the near future of doing things with you. And you're going to feel that connectivity and, them trying to have you picture them as a future together, and they're not needy in the slightest illumination. I feel like they're going to bring a lot of illumination into your life, a lot of understandings of things, and teach you how to trust and how to be there for one another, how to follow through on promises, how to believe in one another and your journey together, while still being independent and being able to have time with yourself and your friends, having interest in activities that you do and form on your own. They are going to be very, very worthy of you because of that. They have their own path and they're trying to give you yours. But more importantly, and even cooler, is they know how to have fun. You're going to have some of the same interests, and they are going to enjoy their time with you and you with them, and you're going to be sharing affection, admiration constantly of each other because you're on the same wavelength. I feel like you've had similar life experiences, hurts, losses, and you've gone through a lot of similar things. I feel like you might have similar, because this person is definitely a soulmate, you'll have had similar patterns throughout your life and you can really relate to one another. I feel like you're going to have excellent communication. You're going to be able to talk and listen to one another about anything, and you will be able to work on any problems together. Super strong mutual respect and appreciating the ways you're different as well. I really love that energy about them. I feel like they're very powerful. They're very together. They don't feel like they have to prove themselves for any reason. And look, yeah, I love this spiritual evolution. You're going through this together. They're very spiritual, and so are you. And you're starting to discover new things and learn esoteric teachings and things like that, and you're on this beautiful journey together. Things like that, like I feel like they're going to be interested in crystals and all kinds of things like that, and Reiki and healing, and it's going to be an interesting, loving journey that you guys participate in together. No toxic behaviors. I feel like this person is really together, really healthy, very trustworthy, independent, and fun for sure. So beautiful energy, group 2. I love that for you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, you can come see my Etsy store. Come see me on Instagram at Sparkrist11. I do daily posts and memes, tarot inspired things. I message with people over there. I love that way to communicate with you guys, so come over there and see what's going on. And get ready for this love, because it's coming in. And I feel like, this is by summer's end, this match. These people, I feel like, they're just very natural, grounded, and earthy. And again, it is a sacred union, so you're going to feel that sense of familiarity, which is beautiful. So now we're on to number 3, which is Zeus, divine expansion. Again, I feel like this group, you are expanding in your strengths. You're expanding in who you are and what's going on, because right before that, I wanted to pull 2 cards, and you not only got the Hierophant, but you got the Queen of Cups. So you're really coming to terms emotionally with what you want and what fulfills you, and you're really directing your path towards that. Strong boundaries, what you're going to accept, what you expect, and this new person is going to honor you, the queen in you, the king in you. The person that knows what they want, that is selective in life, that's just not going to accept any old thing or any old pattern, that doesn't have a high, vibrant frequency and vibration and make them feel good. Again, you'll be demanding respect and receiving it. You're going to have an equal say in the relationship. They're definitely going to appreciate you and your individuality. You're going to feel safe, comfortable to talk about any thoughts and feelings that you have, and they with you. And that's very important to have that trusting foundation, right? You're going to believe and cheer one another on for sure. And more importantly, I'm feeling like this person with the Hierophant, they follow through on every promise. Everything they say they're going to do and that they stand for and represent when you first meet them is true blue. They really are that way. And you kind of sensed that. You were like, they had that very strong wow factor about them that you knew you could they were very relatable, but you could tell by looking at them, their expressions, the way they act, they're very natural and relaxed, that they were very trustworthy, and they do mean what they say. Again, this person is fun. They share affection on every little interaction, and they enjoy their time with you, and they make it enjoyable for you big time. And I feel like, you know, it's great because you have equal measure of affection for one another, so there's no disbalance. And when that goes on, that's usually a lack of fear involved in that, because one isn't trying to over communicate while one's pulling away. One's not over sharing, caring, and doing, while the other one's sort of just receiving and sitting back. It is a beautiful equal exchange. That way people feel safe and good. You feel queenly and receptive. And also with the Hierophant, you feel the divine connection, the love, what's important. You know, you don't feel conflicted. I feel like when you're doing things, you feel like you do them well. You know, you feel like you have beautiful, lovable qualities, and they will point that out. I also feel like this person's a great initiator for things. They're innovative, they're animated, and super energetic. So because they're so spontaneous and fun loving, they are going to introduce you to all these new things, and it's really cool because you're going to seek out this stuff and you're going to feel self-assured, and it inspires you. It really inspires you, and you're persuaded to try new things and get excited about life. Like, I feel like if there was any stagnancy where you just started to repeat sort of like your days and things seem stale, this is like a vibrant rush of sunlight in a darkened room where all of a sudden you realize all these opportunities, all your capabilities, and it's beautiful. And he's kind of like a lovely director where he's result oriented, he or she, and they're a possibilities thinker. They know what is out there, and they're going to show you that, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I get this. And they're always going to consult with you about ideas, and they want support in sort of what they're feeling from you, because what you think of them and what they're doing is important. Very respectful, very harmonious. I just love that. I mean, this person is very alpha, but in a really beautiful way. And you know, they care about you down to your, you know, your tiny toes, and they just find you this beautiful, like I keep hearing $1 million baby. They just think you are their $1 million baby. You are just a shiny, beautiful, happy aspect in their life. And this is long term. This is a life relationship. This is a soul divine connection. So many of them are coming in because people just aren't settling anymore, and they're keeping that void available for the right exacting person that's supposed to be there. They know it, they feel it, and when they see them, they feel the shift. They feel that persuasive everything, the actions, the communication, the love language, all of that, all together, and all formulate this safe, beautiful, honest, supporting relationship that they've been waiting for. Now, I think you understand too that healthy love allows for individuality. It brings out partners' best qualities. It accepts things, you know, it experiences true intimacy, and that's what's happening. So you're all together welcoming this affection and closeness, and it's really beautiful, and you're going to blossom and bloom, as are they, and it is just lovely. It's electric, and it's just so fortifying in every single way for you. So I'm looking forward for this being ushered in for you. I'm so stoked. So love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Bye.